Welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is September 28, 2018. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who subscribe to this channel. It is greatly appreciated. And I got a lot of windows opened up, so without further ado, let's jump right to it. I'm going to bump out of the screen here, and I'm going to go over here. For those, maybe you may know him, maybe you may have not have heard of him. His name is Skip McGrath. He has the Online Sellers Resource, the website for online business sellers. If you're not familiar with him, you might want to sign up and get his emails. If you want, his web address is www.skipmcgrath.com. And you get a lot of information here. How I came about learning about Skip McGrath is from eBay Radio, which, as we all know, is no longer. I think it's now a podcast. And that's how I found out about Skip McGrath. I liked the information I heard, so I subscribed to his channel and receive emails from him. And I just wanted to share this with you. As you notice, the top title over here, it says, I give up. After 19 years, I decided to leave eBay. The eBay Amazon Seller News for September 27th. That's when this came out, 2018, volume 19, issue number 16. Tips, Tools, and Wholesale Resources for eBay and Amazon Sellers by Skip McGrath. He goes on to say, he goes on to say over here, this issue contains some really major announcements. Please be sure you read the first few articles fully and carefully. It goes on to say, let's get to the part where he says why he's leaving. Let's go over here. All right, this one here. You can read the rest of this, folks. That's why I gave you the URL. All right, you can check it out for yourself. And I'll go over it one more time. It's www.skipmcgrath.com. And you can check out the rest. But let's get to the story here as to why he's giving up. Here we start right over here. I give up. After 19 years, I decided to leave eBay. No, it's not because you can no longer make money on eBay. There are thousands of sellers doing it every day. For us, it had more to do with the fact that we just needed to get some different priorities, such as spend time with our grandkids and take some time off for ourselves. With eBay becoming so complicated, we had to make a decision where we want to put our efforts. The simple truth is that eBay has become too complicated and time-consuming for us to navigate profitably. So we decided to concentrate on Amazon, both in terms of selling goods and where I will be focusing my training going forward. With that in mind, I'm going to have a final sale on my eBay books. Here are the details for eBay book sale. I have 3 eBay training products, and these, I believe the sale is going to be going on, I think he says right here, folks. The sale, right here, if you can see my mouse cursor here, the sale lasts through October 31st. If you never heard of Skip McGrath, he's a good guy. I don't know him personally. I only know him from listening to eBay Radio, the times he appeared on there. Plus, like I said, I follow his emails. I signed up with his, I got familiar with his website. Very informative, and I think you can get a lot of knowledge from this gentleman. And if you don't, if you don't know of him, you might want to sign up with him. But basically, from what he's saying here about giving up on eBay after 19 years, that's quite some time. Probably about as long as I've been on eBay. I've been, 1999? Maybe a little longer, maybe less. But anyway, you might want to check it out. And like I said, if you are interested in his books that he's got up for sale, on eBay, I believe, yes. Remember, the sale runs through October 31st. So Skip may be gone off eBay, but he's not gone. Gone for not forgotten, though. Skip, I wish you all the best, and I hope you get to enjoy your family, your grandkids, just as you said. And, it's been really, I'm sure you're still going to be doing your website, and I'm sure I'm going to still be getting emails from you, I hope. So I wish you all the best. But let's move right along. I'm going to bump out of that window there. This is from, for those who are new, just to share it with you, I do not read everything verbatim on these pages I have opened up here. So just to let you know, I do not read the whole thing, or else we'll be here for hours on end. I will tell you the website where I got the information from, and then the rest is up to you as to whether you want to pick up where I left off. This is from Reseller Cafe, and it goes on to say here, and this came out the 27th. Sorry about the day late. I had different things to take care of. Yes, I had a lot of different things going on, so I was not able to get to the, the eBay news there. I should say Reseller news. So if I did put it up there, I don't recall, but there's got so much things happening, so I do apologize, folks. This one here is eBay and Red Pocket mobile partner to offer prepaid plans on smartphone sales. It says over here, this is the ad still. Keep your phone, keep your number, save with Red Pocket. Red Pocket Mobile. My cursor was covering that. And then it goes on here a little further to say here, on eBay mobile phone, let's repeat again. On eBay, a mobile phone is sold every 5 minutes in the U.S. alone. Now buyers on the marketplace can add wireless service to their purchase through prepaid wireless provider Red Pocket Mobile. eBay wireless partner Red Pocket Mobile is the only wireless brand that offers service on all the major U.S. cell networks, and the company says it does so at a fraction of the regular cost. Now, without getting too further into it, it goes over here. Red Pocket Mobile says the average American spends $80 monthly on their cell phone bill. But on Red Pocket's most popular plan, it's just $30 per month. Okay. Now, it goes on over here. That plan provides 5G of LTE data plus unlimited data at slower speeds, along with unlimited talk, text, and international calling to over 70 countries. Okay. With the average mobile user in America consuming between 2 gigabytes to 5 gigabytes of cellular data every month, the discount plan offered by Red Pocket might be enough for many users. Okay, and then the last part of it, I'm not going to read it. Like I said, I'm not going to read the whole thing. And the occasional user, Red Pocket's basic plan on eBay provides 100 minutes, 100 texts, and 500 megabytes of LTE data on any major networks for just $5 a month. That I like. See, for those who don't know me, I consider myself a frugal entrepreneur. But this is not bad for $5 a month. I mean, this is something I might like to even check into. Matter of fact, let's just click this open. Let's see what it's all about. It sounds like it's for me. All right, but it's got to go through eBay now. Let me see here. Okay. All right, here's the prices right here, folks. Here they are right here. This would work for me, $5 a month. I have no problem with that. I think that's pretty good for me. I'm on T-Mobile prepaid with T-Mobile. All right, every 90 days I only pump $10 in my account, but I don't have I can only use my phone. Well, I mean, I can get calls, but if I want to go on the internet and stuff like that, I have to go into a Wi-Fi area. So this might be something to check into. I think the prices are pretty moderate and pretty good, to be honest with you. Okay, let's see what it says over here. When you click this one on, that is a good price. Okay, now what is this here? Red Pocket prepaid phone. Okay, that's what the contract's the phone too. Okay, so you can get the basic phone service for $60. What is this here? I'm sorry. Prepaid wireless phone, basic. Okay, I guess that's with the phone. And then I guess if you sign up with the service, that's when you get hit with the $5 a month, which is not bad. Not bad. Phone plan, no contract. Okay. I mean, I like the prices as far as the monthly, because I would use my own phone right now. I don't know if I have to buy another phone, but I like mine. I mean, I have my iPhone i5, the iPhone 5S, and I love it. I mean, I don't know if this is to buy a whole new phone or not, but according to this thing, it says keep your phone, right? If you go back to it, let's go back to that page again. I like these prices, though. I really do. I'm really, yeah. Keep your phone, keep your number, save what, yeah. Works with virtually every phone in America. Okay. You know something, folks? That's something to check into. I'm not going to bump out of that because I want to look a little more into that there. But you could check this out, folks, by going to that website, which is I'm going to give you the full URL. HTTPS, I call those snake eyes, the little two dots there, / eSellerCafe.com. Or you could just check in the eBay, just look up for eBay and Red Pocket Mobile Partner to offer prepaid plans on smartphone sales. You could just, if you don't want to do the URL, use the URL. It's probably a lot easier to use the URL in some cases. But anyway, I'm going to check into this. So I'm going to leave that there. And let me bump out of here. Okay, we're going to go to this window here. Okay, the next windows are going to be, until I change the URL, is going to be from ecommercebytes.com. So I'm not going to constantly repeat it and bore you guys with the same things over and over again. So let's get to it. This news here came out on September 27th, yesterday. So it's not that old. Sorry about that, folks. Read the term. It says read terms of use for eBay's payment, eBay payments now. Okay. It goes on to say here, eBay began rolling out managed payments MP on Monday, and on Wednesday it made significant changes to its terms of use of the program. Something participants should be sure to scrutinize. Absolutely. It says over here, seller published screenshots of the terms from September 25th, which included a paragraph explaining how to opt out of the program. However, the terms currently on the eBay website do not include that in that paragraph. Yeah, you can read the rest of this here if you would like, folks. I'm not going to get into all of this here. Let's see what else. It just is very brief. This one over here, we'll just read this here. The seller advised colleagues that you could use a screenshot taken on Tuesday as proof that the initial terms to which you agreed allowed you to opt out. Like I said again, you could check into this here, folks. I would hope, my personal take on it, I would still like to see that. I believe it's still going to be in place where PayPal will still be, people will still be able to purchase it with PayPal. But I mean, I don't know exactly the way it's going to be phased out. If it is going to be phased out, I've heard two different stories. It's still going to remain it, I think, to what, 2020 or 21 or whatever. I don't know. There's been little stories about that. I mean, getting a little different in stories. So I don't know. We'll have to, see how that goes. I know something about with their plan to use the payment plan that eBay wants to use, that they'll be able to hold your money. I am not crazy about that, folks, to be honest with you. I like it the way it is with PayPal, because once the person makes the purchase, it goes to my PayPal account. And then from my PayPal account, I do transfer it over to my personal business account, and I draw my funds from that account. Well, let's see how this plays out. Again, just to let you know, if I didn't say the URL, this is from ecommercebytes.com. Let's move right along to the next one. Okay, eBay, let me just move my mouse cursor here. This one came out September 27th. eBay launches app called Catch offering cheap goods. eBay launched a new mobile shopping app called Catch aimed to young value shoppers who want to discover the latest products at the competitive prices. eBay launched the Catch app in Germany today in beta. In describing the new app, eBay said Catch brings together the best value products from eBay sellers in Germany and around the world. It is meant to be a complementary to eBay. Here it is over here. It says it's the latest example of eBay focusing on low-price commodities. In March, eBay launched a section eBay called under $10. Yes, I think I talked about that in one of my other news stories. That yes, they do have that there. As a matter of fact, I even was talking about the smartwatch I bought, where I spent almost $20 for it, and I could have got it for $10 on the eBay's under $10 website. But it is what it is, folks. Check into it if you want to read this story. I gave you the URL already. You know where it is, so just check it out. Let's bump it right to the next one. Is this the same one? No, I got rid of that one there. Okay. Here we go. Okay, this one came out Wednesday, September 26th, 2018. It says eBay gives a hand to local retailers one city at a time. And it goes on to say very briefly, eBay is teaching brick-and-mortar retailers how to sell online one city at a time, announcing this week it had expanded the retail revival program to a city in the UK. But Some eBay sellers wondered if the program was fair to those who have been selling on the platform for years, especially now that the reports of declining sales are rampant. Oh boy, are they ever rampant? I'll tell you, I think I mentioned already, this is the last day in September, and all I had was one little sale. And believe me, I'm listing stuff up again. I told you guys earlier who do follow me that I did get the basic starter subscription store, and where you get 100 free listings a month. Right now I think I'm at 49. I'm doing more research before I list them. It's not much. I know 100 today on eBay is not a lot. And when you consider there's people that have hundreds and thousands, I am not going to do that because, like I said again, if I'm not making any money, I'm not going to invest in inventory. But anyway, you could read the thread over here, okay, and you find out more about it. Just go, if you're going to look for the story, you know where it is. It came out on Wednesday, September 26th, and that's the story you'll be looking for. And you know the website. Let's move right along. Here we got this one here. This one story came out Wednesday, September 26th, 2018. Amazon to open New York City stores selling 4-star items. It goes on to say, no matter where people are shopping, they often turn to Amazon's website to scan reviews to see how others have rated the product. Now imagine walking into a brick and mortar store knowing everything for sale has earned a 4 or 5-star review on Amazon. That's the concept behind Amazon's 4-star, a new store opening in the Soho district in New York City. That ought to be interesting. I'm only like 45 minutes away from New York City, to be honest with you. I'm in New York, but I'm in the suburbs. That might be worth checking into. I'm not really an Amazon buyer per se, but this sounds kind of interesting. I think it could be a little, it could be some help to people who do sell on eBay. On Amazon. I think it would probably be a good thing to check into. I do go to Amazon occasionally to do comparisons when I'm listing to see what Amazon's selling the same item I'm looking for, and plus what I'm going to sell it for on eBay. It gives me kind of like a little a little synopsis is what it is, like how it's going to sell. Does Amazon charge a better price, cheaper price than eBay, and so on and so forth. So you guys might want to check into it, though. We'll see what happens. I'm waiting for the store to open up. I will check it out properly. I'll see. If I do, I'll let you guys know. Okay, let's move right along to the next one. Okay, did I do this one here? I don't think I did, because sometimes I have the windows opened up again. Okay, let me see here. All right, maybe not. This came out Thursday, September 27th, 2018. eBay seller delighted by the closed deal pricing feature. This one is a letter written to, or I should say it was contacted directly to Ina. It says, Dear Ina, I am not sure if I have discussed this before. I found this message from my eBay in my messages. I did not receive it by email. Where do all those messages go anyway? eBay was alerting me to a sale that didn't happen. The subject was, your items are waiting in the cart. I got the same thing. And I said to myself, I'm not even buying anything. I don't have anything in my cart. And I keep getting these messages from eBay myself. I know what this person is referring to. It is kind of funny, folks. But it says over here, it's true. The subject was, your items are in your cart. Now make the sale. I know what this person's talking about, because I've been wondering the same thing. I've been getting these messages, but I never brought it to anybody's attention until now. It's coming up in the e-commerce bites. But it's true. It says the message was, drop the price, make the sale. Lower the price by 5% on all the items in the shoppers carts, and we'll email them to you to say the deal got better. Then it goes on to say, I actually appreciate the message like this. I dropped the price on an item that was already priced high and made an offer turned on, and we'll see if that makes a sale. And then last part of it, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Like I said, it goes on here. If I got more messages like this, I would be delighted. I know people are watching my listings, but this was the first indication that anyone has put an item priced $6.90 at a $6.95 in their cart. I dropped the price by more than the requested 5% in hopes of selling this long stale listing, Alan. Yeah, I know what this guy's talking about. I've been getting those messages too, and it's had me down for myself. What are they talking about? I'm not even buying anything on eBay. I sell on eBay. I'm a seller on eBay. I buy very little stuff on eBay. If I do buy anything, it's basically my ink cartridges and toner cartridges. That's it. That's basically all I really buy on eBay. But I just wanted to share it with you guys. I found a little amusing because I got the same messages from eBay, and it's like, I don't know what they were talking about. But you can check it out. You know the site. Let's move right along here. Understanding, this is an Etsy story, folks. This came out September 27, 2018. Understanding Etsy's use of attribute in listings. Etsy has a field in a certain categories that auto-populates based on the type of item a seller is listing. As a recent discussion on the Etsy boards indicated, it can be disconcerting, to sellers since there was a little information about it. We couldn't find anything in the Etsy help file, and there is no override for sellers who feel that it may be inaccurate way to describe an item in their listing. Then it goes on to say, basically, I know it's not much to read here. Well, there is quite a bit. I'm not going to read anymore. But if you want to check this out, folks, I'm trying to move a little fast here because I don't want to keep the reseller news going too long. So that's why I'm kind of like, reading parts of it. You know the website, you know the story. You could check it out for yourself, folks. Okay. I don't want to expand too much on each topic because I got other windows I want to pursue here. And my favorite site. Well, I say it's my favorite site, but this here, for those who don't know, downdetector.com is a very good site. It lets you know the problems that existed or have been existed on there. For example, if you look with the ones right with the red, it says I have a problem with eBay. If you look to the bottom of that, it'll say most reported problems. Website was 75%, checkout is 12, login is 12%, reported problems. Then to the right of that, check the past issues and you can read the problems of it at eBay, supposedly resolved issues from September 24th, and then you had for August 6th and June 29th. I like to, check these out when I first sign on here, but I also like to read the comments. This is where I get my information from as far as like knowing what's actually going on, because what I like about this site is the people that come on here are no doubt buyers and sellers of probably both different platforms, I think. But this one here is specific for eBay. But every now and then you hear them mentioning other websites, other reseller groups there. Yeah, like Amazon, Mercari, Etsy. Even though this is poised at eBay, you do see them talking about other, selling platforms. But here, it just over here, I'm just going to read the top one. It goes on to say, check out eBay stock price is falling faster than Bitcoin. I cannot wait for the third quarter results. Hopefully this will confirm that we sellers have been saying for the last 2 to 3 years. I can see it under the 30 mark within the next month, and the market will take a fright. Heads will roll at the top in the new year. Apparently these are people that probably have money invested into eBay stock. I don't get involved with stock markets. I don't invest in stocks, period. I call myself the frugal entrepreneur, and I don't put money like that in there. Especially if you're not making enough of it on eBay as it is, right? So no, I don't get involved with that there. But anyway, I don't want to expand too much on this topic. I got one more window, and that's the eBay community. For this one here, for folks who don't know, if I didn't say it in the beginning, you just go to downdetector.com, and when you get to that window, I'm just going to back out real quick. I'll show you what else you get there. Okay, when you go to downdetector.com, you're at the very top. You're going to see a whole array of companies, different ones, as you can see: Verizon, Spectrum, Xbox Live, Facebook, so on and so forth. I'm not going to read them all because we'll be here all day. You could see they have different companies that may have different issues. So let's say if you're you might think, hey, there's something going on with Google, I want to check it out. You could click it on. Down Detector will make you aware of that. Let you know. You'll see what other people are talking about. As you can see, even phone companies, Straight Talk, AOL. Then you get the Fox News, and then you keep moving around here. You got, if you want to check out Amazon to see if there's any glitches or anything going on Amazon, you click that on. But what you're going to do is when you go to Down Detector, this is what you're going to look for right here, folks. And when you click that on, which I just did, it's going to take you to the site, and you're going to check it out. You're going to give it time to load up. You're going to see this little thing spinning around here. And if you have, you want to respond to any of these here, you're going to have to sign up. Okay. You can't just go on there and post. You got to, sign up with them. And once you do that, and wait for it to load up, it usually tells you, and like I said, it has tips and frustrations, sharing with the other site visitors. You could do that, but they just want you to sign up with them there. It does take a little time when you're loading up. My computer is not high-end, high-tech, but, it does the job. But if I wanted to leave a message, it comes up as a Richard here. All I got to do is type it in here, and let's say post as Richard. But, yeah, I believe in order to post, I think you got to log in. I'm logged in here already, so I have an account with them. So it's not a big deal to do it. It takes less than, a minute to do it, whatever, to sign up. And they also have a live outage map. And when you click this on, folks, I don't know. When they say outages, I don't think they're electrical outages or anything like that. It could be server outages. But if you could see, it does international and the United States. Of course, I'm interested in the United States. And when you zoom in, you can move the map around. You'll see where they're having these outages. The closer you move, you'll see the states popping up. Now, here's Providence, I believe Rhode Island, right? Here's New York. Philadelphia's having a little issue. Washington. You move it over here. If you scroll, or if you back out of it, you move a little to this way here. You can see San Francisco's supposedly having an outage, in Los Angeles. Now, I don't think it's an electrical outage. I think, from what I understand, I believe it's like a server. Maybe the server's down or something, or they're experiencing some kind of glitches. I believe that's what it's all about. Because, I know there could be bad weather in different parts of the country, but I don't think that's the case here. But anyway, check it out, downdetected.com, and you could read more about it. You could read the comments, and you could check that out. The last one I want to check out here, folks, is the eBay community. I think going forward, if I don't forget, I'm going to start doing that, adding that to my reseller news for those who are new, and maybe you're not too familiar with the eBay community, because I didn't really get involved with it for a long time, and then I started reading more about it from other people on blog posts. I say, you know what? Let me start checking into this here a little more frequent, see what's going on. And I'm glad I did. This is just to give you a little example. This is what it's going to look like. And to get to it, you just go to HTTPS, snake eyes, I call the little dots there, // community.ebay.com/. It'll bring you here. And you could read about, the current issues that's going on. And when you refresh the screen, you will see a lot of people, sellers and buyers, posting on here. For example, over here, I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'm just gonna read the highlighted section here. It says, "Me too. I've also been robbed by eBay's customer support." If you want to get a brief overview, you just hover over it, and I'll say "Me too," and then it talks a little about it. And then if you click it on, it'll take you to that discussion, and then you could follow up on it. And you could read, you could do it. That's what I've done. Okay. Here's another one: how to reprint the label. People are calling it, they're writing it for all different reasons. Okay. But it's always good to check out to see what's going on. Let's see what else they got here. Credit card won't process. Item delivered to another person, distinct from the original destinatory. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay. Communication. No one returns myself. Please, eBay. How do I get a reward program? Refund for item not received, and cancel an order. And when you refresh the screen, you will see new discussions popping up. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's see if it works. Let's see, it's refreshing right now. But they do have a lot of updates. See, here's another one. See, right? So I'm saying, I did a video on this the other day, displaying both the free shipping and free returns on a products list in eBay search, and then it'll go on. If you read it, you click it on. eBay, please stop your list of my sold items. I want to share this with you guys. This here just reminded me. I have items that are good to cancel. And for those who are not familiar with the good to cancel thing, the way I understand it, that item will stay there if it doesn't sell, they'll keep relisting it over and over and over again. I've been racking up a lot of fees, folks, insertion fees, due to that service. I no longer will not use good to cancel on any of my listings anymore. I have a couple that are on there right now with good to cancel, but once they bump off, or if I renew them again, like I refresh them, do it like re-update them, good to cancel is coming off. I hate it. I don't like it. All it did was jack up bills on me, and I recommend you not use it. It's not a good thing to use. I'm going to bump out of here. I'm just going to go over here really quick here. Anyway, folks, I just want to say again, thank you to all the new subscribers. My name is Rich Pasini. You're watching the Reseller News. Today is September 28th, 2018. Wishing you all the best. Until next time, bye-bye now.